The Education System in Scotland, Part 2. Further education, we will be looking at college. Higher education, we will be looking at university. Hi everybody, welcome to Part 2 of the Education System in Scotland. So in Part 1 we looked at early years, primary school and secondary school. And in this video we're going to focus on further education, which is college, and higher education, university. So in the UK and in Scotland, college and university are two different things, which I will explain further on in the video. I know in the US, college and university is the same thing, but in the UK it's different, so I'll be explaining the differences between that. We'll be looking at what college is and what you can study there, and then we'll be looking at the education system of university, and finalise looking at tuition fees and student loans. Okay, so what is college? College is further education, so it's when you have finished secondary school, but the qualification is not as high as a university degree. Normally courses at college last 1 or 2 years and tend to focus on practical skills. Colleges provide a range of courses, for example, vocational, in order to be a technician or tradesman, or you can have academic preparation for university in the end, which means that you go from school to college to university instead of going straight to university. And also something interesting is that people of any age can go to college to study school level qualifications that maybe they didn't get at school, but then would like to go back to study at university or need the qualification for something else. They can do these qualifications, which we spoke about in the last lessons, or hires or advanced hires as well. So for example, when one finishes secondary school in Scotland, students tend to have more options. For example, if they don't have the right qualifications needed from school, which are hires, in order to get into university, they have different options. If they really want to go to university, they can first go to college and do a qualification that is not as high as a university degree and then go on to university. Usually when this happens, they'll go into university in the second year or the third year. Or college courses can be useful for some specific jobs that don't require a university degree, but just a college degree. So people can go and get a qualification 1 or 2 years at college and then go to a different job. Tradesmen, for example, electricians, welders, those kind of jobs also study at college. It's called an apprenticeship, and then get their job. And also, as I said before, adults of any age can go back to college in order to do the qualifications from school. This could be for many reasons. For example, if an adult decides they would actually like to go to university but they don't have the qualifications from school, this can be an option. Or if they need the qualifications for any other reason, then that's another option as well. So in the UK and Scotland, there are many colleges that have many different purposes, and they're a really good thing. Okay, now let's have a look about university. So degrees at university in Scotland tend to last 4 years, which is different to England where they usually last 3 years. Of course, this can be different if you're studying medicine or something like that. Also, a very important aspect in Scotland that is tuition fees are free for Scottish students and also for EU students. In order to apply to university, we do it through a process called UCAS, the Universities and Colleges Admissions Service, and you apply directly to them and not to the university. And on your application form, you can choose up to 5 different universities or 5 different courses, which could be at the same university as well. As I've already spoken about, the entry requirements for university mostly come from your qualifications from school, which are the higher exams. Or as I spoke about in the section about college, people can also go from school and then to college and get different qualifications such as HNCs or HNDs, and then go on to university with those qualifications as well. Okay guys, so as I said, in Scotland, university is free for Scottish and EU students. Although in the rest of the UK, this is not the case. So let's have a look at a little table that explains all the different tuition fees. Okay, as well as that, we also have things called student loans in the UK. So a student in England, for example, can get a loan to pay their tuition fees, and this is repaid after university when you're earning a certain amount of money. Also in Scotland, you can ask for a student loan for your living expenses. So for example, it depends on how much your family earn, but most people will get a student loan and then again repay this after university when you have a decent income. Also, people who maybe come from lower income backgrounds can get a bursary, again like the student loan, but you do not have to pay it back in the end. Okay, so I hope I've covered the main differences between colleges and universities. So as you can see, both are very good options for different kinds of jobs. College can be a stepping stone to university or for just specific technical jobs as well. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you would like to ask any more questions, then please comment. And I'd also like to know your opinion about the difference between the education system in Scotland and in Colombia. Okay, bye.